So we finally got to release our videos on the new FMS FMT10. There's a quadrillion videos on this thing. Most people seem to like it. There's a few things that people don't like. But one of the most common things that I've been seeing in comments is that the Redcat Valkyrie is a better deal. But in this video, I want to try to compare the new FMS to the Redcat Valkyrie. Problem is, my Valkyrie is a little too broken and it needs parts that I keep forgetting to order. The wheel fell off and it's because there's a broken screw inside this stub shaft. Plastic axle shaft is cracked in half, and this shock have broken lower eyelets. So instead I'm going to drive this one. Good news is, it's actually even cheaper than the Redcat and is built off the same platform. I'll link my original video to this, of course, on my main channel, to this video, and to this video, and to this video. That one. So in this video, I'm going to drive this truck and this truck. I mean, this thing, they actually claim as a 1/9 scale, even though I'd still probably argue that it's closer to a 1/8. The Valkyrie they call a 1/10, but it's big, and this they call a 1/10, but it's big, just like the 4S Outcast. You can see the FMS has a longer wheelbase than the Outcast does. So, oh, and these two both have clipless, well, you can't really call this clipless, but it doesn't use your traditional clips. Both clipless bodies, both 4S monster trucks, so just pop some batteries in each one, and I'll just share my thoughts as I drive. In case you didn't notice what you were clicking on, this is my second channel. Maybe you didn't even know I had a second channel, but I do. So this is just a place where we're going to talk more about different things and maybe go into further details on certain cars like I'm sort of doing here. So like this video and subscribe here if you want to, and we'll get some more hangout time. Now we all just got a bunch of fresh footage of the FMS, so I'll start with this big guy. I'm pretty sure it got 44 miles an hour, which is the exact same speed as the FMS. You could certainly argue it doesn't look as good, but that's definitely up to everyone's different opinion. The Colorado, the FMS is based off a Chevy Colorado. I've never been a fan of the Colorado. It's really just a basic pickup truck, but it does look good. It's kind of interesting and cool and new to have a scale body on a basher. Anyway, let's just drive this one a bit and then we'll get the FMS out. Little asphalt, little grass, some jumps. See, this kind of has that funny low buggy stance, even though it's more of a monster truck. The Valkyrie doesn't do that. It sits up high like it should. Looks better for a monster truck for sure. This one is pretty stable. The center differential is wide open, so it doesn't have the best handling, like going around corners, like sliding in the corners and stuff, because you can't burn out all four wheels as easily. Lots of air control because of those big tires. Might even be able to backflip on this. Yeah. All right. Come to the big ramp. Oh, and I missed. Turning radius is pretty weak. It's definitely worse in the grass though. Ah, so much. Man, it needs that center diff tuned. It balloons those front tires so bad. Front flip. Last second. So yeah, this did much better front flips than the Valkyrie did, and probably also, gosh, I thought it did. It was hard to front flip the Valkyrie and the FMT. Where this one really wins is price. This thing is priced so good for what you get. That center diff is tunable. You could, I can't remember if you can adjust the suspension to lift it up higher. I'll look at that. Oh, see that? Really strong ground, or air control, not ground control, air control. All right, let's get the FMS out here. Oh, ow. Oh, holding that with one finger. So no, this doesn't have, ow. No, this doesn't have the ability to change holes for your shocks. So that's one of the, I think this, nope, the Redcat doesn't either. Okay. But as you can see, the Redcat does sit up higher. This guy, yeah, this guy sits kind of flat, which isn't a bad thing, but for a monster truck doing jumps, that's where this one kind of comes in play and does a better job. This one is more stable though because it's lower. I feel like it's been a while since I've driven this one too. Really need to get it fixed. These both have clipless bodies. Oh, I did talk about that already. But anyway, you can see that this one over time has gotten to where it really doesn't work as smooth as it should. FMS so far is still boom boom. Very easy. And we'll see again afterwards if it's still just as easy. You know, the more drives, the more stuff like that might wear out. This system still works, but man, it really did become quite a pain after a while. Let's see here. There we go. I'll speed that up like 2.5 times or something. Okay, button, turn off, unplug. And we're gonna go with a fresh battery for the FMS. Nope, that's not the FMS. This is the FMS. And this is also the same type of battery, by the way. It's I just want to do 2 fully charged ones. I'm not doing another speed test or anything. I've already done those, and I'm almost positive that this got 44 miles an hour just like this did. This one will also have to use an adapter because it uses XT60s instead of EC5s. Pop the body, oh, fix that. Pop the body on. Man, that is so good. Now, I think you're gonna notice that this one will handle better on the concrete. Oh, let me show you. Because it has a center diff that is tuned out of the box. See how that's actually grabbing? The front wheels are sliding because there's a resistance in there. This guy's not gonna do that. It's going to roll because the center differential doesn't have thick fluid in it, so that does take away from the handling pretty bad. And I'm happy to see that at least some are starting to tune their diffs out of the box because they do drive so much better when they are tuned. And you're about to see that on this video. This video is going to be themed something along the lines of the difference that tuning, simple tuning, can make. Like, it was so much different. I've mentioned that a few times. I still got to get that video done, and I'm working on it, I promise. I think my batteries are dead in my controller. Batteries. It shut itself off just seconds after turning on. Looks like we're good now. And this thing beeps at you until it binds. Oh, it bound right away, no beeping. All right, here we go. Yep, almost an immediate difference in how much better this handles. didn't see this one a minute ago. Got a random shoe in the yard. Happens all the time. There's a random shirt. Beautiful. Let's see if this one will kickflip. I always do that. Backflip. Oh, no. It did not. That was a nice kick up, though. Let's try that one more time. No. It won't backflip. Much better steering radius. Like I said, that other one doesn't tip over as easy because it sits so low. This one still has very good handling. I assume you can tell. You can see how much less front tire ballooning there is. Oh! Oh, we might have finally broken that bumper. Did we? No, we didn't. Look, it bent though. The bumper bent, really, or did it? Maybe. Well, now I can't even remember. It looks like it's in place. The bumper still didn't break. That was terrible. That seems to be the biggest problem. That seems to be the biggest problem that I see with this car so far, is that the bumper breaks. That was the best test this bumper's ever gonna get. Oh. Now another thing you notice too is that it likes to tilt to the left in midair. You could really see it in the main video for this because it went off the skate park ramp. It went up way higher, had more time to hang. It doesn't do it every time. Oh, battery connector's hanging out. The extra one. Get back in there. See, so that... I did not get a second bumper from FMS. This is the original. I haven't replaced any parts on this truck except the tires. Nothing at all. So this is not a second bumper. This was the very first bumper that came on this car that everyone else seems to be breaking, that mine has held true. That was a nice one. Oh yeah, all right, now I gotta try a front flip. Oh. So close. Yes. Man, it's so, like, the problem is it's super delayed. It hits the brakes and then it won't start reversing quick enough. Oh, that was a nice one. Whoa! Body stay on? Yeah, sure did. Still the best body latch system I've ever seen. Ouch. And I think that time it loosened up on me. No, no it didn't. Oh, but we're not steering. Oh wait, are we? What? What's going on? Something happened. Steering disconnected. This did really well until whatever happened. We're gonna look and see what that was. Something, oh. What's it called? The servo saver snapped. Can you see it there? Yes, you can. Huh, I think that was a bad crash. I'll play that back because I don't remember. Anyway, okay, so I hope you were able to see how much, and turn that off. I hope you were able to see how much better this handled. Now, a lot of that is definitely due to differential fluid. These are both excellent. This is one of still probably the best values out there. I mean, right now, this thing's on sale for like $261, I think it is. It's been that price for quite a while now. I'll link all these in the description. Again, the Valkyrie drives a little different than this car does. From what I remember better, I liked this one better. This one had the stability due to the fact that it sits lower and the larger, weirdly kind of looking tires, and it front flips a lot better, again, from what I remember. This one is just an overall different truck. It handles and feels much more like something like this, but possibly even heavier. It does have the metal chassis on the bottom. This one doesn't. So it has an even heavier feel than the Outcast does, the 4S Outcast. Lots of people broke this bumper, and I have crashed the crap out of this bumper and have not broken it. And like I said earlier, it is the original one. They did not send me a replacement. This is the bumper that came on this car 5 months ago. That bumper, we're gonna look at that bumper real quick. So the ones that I've seen break somewhere along right here. This one looks like it's got some stress marks there, maybe? I don't know, unless that's from manufacturing, I'm not sure. But that thing was all the way bent and still didn't snap. So I don't know. I don't have an answer for why mine's not breaking when others seem to break on mildish crashes. They've solved that problem. They made the injection mold process better, I think, and so now the newer ones will be improved. This should have broken probably in the first video, but I guess this one but maybe I got lucky and this one was actually molded better, or it didn't get air bubbles in it. I don't really know the process of how that all works, but it's definitely stronger than the ones I've seen in a few other videos. Oh, another question people might ask too is the Outcast a better option than the FMS? I don't know. I mean, some people are going to say yes and some people are going to say no. Just like the price point of this came out at $470. I was worried it was going to be more, but I was hoping it wouldn't be more than $500, so I'm happy with the price. Just like with anything, especially when price is involved, some people are going to say that's too high, and some people are saying it's a great value, and some people are saying it's just right. I personally think it's just right. It shouldn't cost as much as an Arma does. The Arma, this one, which is definitely the most comparable vehicle to that, in the Arma line, costs $100 more. Maybe it's $110 more. I can't remember for sure. Is that worth it? Maybe. It's going to be worth it to some people. You can walk right in your hobby shop and get parts. But FMS has always been good about keeping their parts in stock on their website. Their website, Fair RC, carries them. I think there's a few others too. So there's a lot of options to get your parts for this still. Is it better than the Arma overall if you take parts availability out of the equation? I don't think it's better. I think it's similar. I think it's very much on par. You saw that I blew out the tires. Maybe I forgot to mention that on this video. This is not the original tires. These are the same tires that come on the 4S Outcast because I ran through a puddle, water got inside. What just beeped at me? Water got inside them and blew the tires apart. Well, one of them blew and the others had cracks, little tears in them. Oh, and I can't remember if I did this earlier. Set that right there. I will put the Valkyrie right next to the FMS. Put this wheel temporarily in there. Set it right next to the FMS so you can get a good size comparison. The FMS is bigger, but it's not massively bigger. It also just has a kind of a bigger, roundery body on it, so that helps it look bigger too. These are slightly larger than the stock tires, but not by a whole lot. Hold on, I've got them somewhere. There's one. Nope, that's not it. There's one. Shoot that over there for a second so you can see the difference in tires. Oh, that's not bigger at all, is it? That's like pretty much the same size. Okay, interesting. For some reason, I thought the backflips were a little bit larger, but they're not. They're the same size. Wheelbase is almost the same. The FMS has a slight advantage, barely even noticeable, really. You can see that pretty extreme angle on those arms. Yeah. quite a bit of a width difference. So hopefully that answers your question on which one of these you should buy if you happen to be in the market for such a thing. I do think it's better than the Valkyrie and the WAV, but is it worth that to you to spend the extra money for it? That's, again, up to you.